While the macro forces continue to provide little support for cryptocurrencies, it is the spot Bitcoin ETFs, witnessing massive funds, helped Bitcoin to surge fresh record. The big event to watch in April 2024 will be the Bitcoin halving, ahead of which there is a massive interest in the asset class. To decipher all the pros and cons, we have invited Mr. Vikram Subburaj, co-founder and CEO of Goittus. Vikram, welcome on 3.0 TV.
Thanks for inviting me.
So since we are talking about cryptocurrency market, can you just share your views on what are the developments that are happening in the markets? And there is a lot of optimism around the Bitcoin ETFs. Halving is also there. So what are your opening remarks?
So it's one of the great times for this ecosystem. We are marching towards halving, so we are all excited. This is that big festival season for the crypto ecosystem, right? So halving is a very big event, and just like World Cup, it happens almost in every 4 years.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's a great season for us. We usually look forward to this halving season because the march towards halving and the post-halving session is very, very important, because that decides the market, that defines the market. That's ideally when even the bull market starts heading towards new highs. So yes, it's an exciting time to be, with a lot of exciting things to be looking around. Yeah.
So a couple of things, Vikram, that might have moved the cryptocurrency markets, including the spot Bitcoin ETFs, as you have rightly mentioned, supported by the US major investment banks, and the expectations of the interest rate peaking. That's what the global market scenario looks like. So how do you explain the current scenarios of the VDA markets as of now, Vikram?
See, so it is just the beginning, trust me. Now imagine, your large asset managers have moved into ETF. Now, but there is this next phase of guys. There are these RAs, the registered advisors, as you call them in US, right? Now, RAs are slowly getting into the ecosystem. They have their set of clientele who are going to start picking up these ETFs now. So in the distribution channel, which is traditionally there, we usually talk about the US distribution channel here because the ETF is prevalent in the US. Just as an example, right, when there's mutual funds here in India, then you have these mutual fund distributors and you have these wealth managers and everyone.
There is a whole lot of ecosystem that has already been established.
Yeah. So now imagine, Bitcoin ETF is going to start percolating through these distribution channel, right? Now, what has initially now happened is these direct, large fund managers like BlackRock and everyone, they have gotten into it. Their clients are slowly getting into the ecosystem. Now, the extended distribution network is going to start offering it to their clientele. So this is just going to keep increasing and going to have a lot of adoption, is the whole expectation in the market. If you do a quick check on, what is happening around in the people who have launched ETFs even, ETF has just exceeded everyone's expectations, right? 12 billion or 14 billion, I'm not getting it, I didn't check it today, right? So the last I checked was $12 billion in Bitcoin ETF. This is one of the fastest grown ETF in the US history.
Fantastic.
Right? Your gold ETFs did not do this magic. Now, one of the interesting data I was checking a few days back was, I think gold ETFs somewhere is in the range of $130 billion currently in US. Now, we are talking about Bitcoin ETF already in $12 billion within a matter of 3 months? We are entering into the 4th month. So it has made sure that every fund manager who took up ETF in their hand, they are the stars now in their companies or in their respective markets. So it's just an exceeding expectation run that has happened, especially about ETF.
So Vikram, since we're talking about a lot of optimism is around the US spot Bitcoin ETFs, from US, let's move to Hong Kong, wherein according to a CoinDesk report, the mainland China investors could invest up to $25 billion in potential Hong Kong listed spot Bitcoins, and through the southbound stock connected program, according to Metaverse. This is something which we are already experiencing in the US, and here we are talking about a lot of inflows that is expected once there is a spot Bitcoin ETF in the Hong Kong as well. What's your view on this?
See, now now it's like this, right? Now the US market has shown the way that this is an amazing product which is going to just outperform every other product that you're going to have in your portfolio, right? Now every fund manager is eyeing towards having a product that is built either directly related to an ETF or somewhere which is like a further derivative that is centered around ETF.
All right.
So yes, obviously, Hong Kong, as soon as the news came about ETF, you had the news from the Hong Kong regulators and everyone that they also will quickly get into the ETF market.
Fantastic.
So that's actually what we are noticing. Not just Hong Kong, you're going to see much more financially focused entities to keep getting into this ecosystem.
So that's actually the expectation that a lot of big investors and a lot of big huge investment fund houses will definitely get into it. You were talking about the volume a few minutes back, Vikram. The cumulative trading volume of US spot Bitcoin exchange traded funds has reached somewhere around $201.7 billion, nearly doubling in only the past month since overall volume surpassed, which was roughly around $100 billion milestone on the March 8th. Do you still believe that the bull rally is beginning in the cryptocurrency market, and what precaution investors should take considering the elevated price levels, since there is an expectations of a vertigo-induced fall as well? Yeah.
So the first thing to notice, is it in the beginning? Yes, that's for sure. Now, 2-3 things I'll say, and I'll also end it up with the caution what investors and how they should follow. The first part is when I initially entered into this ecosystem, 2016, 2017, Bitcoin was somewhere around $1,000 or something.
Okay.
Right? And it suddenly shot up to, in a month, $2,500. The same discussion kept happening, right? Is it too high? Should I enter at this price point? No, yes. So the funda is at the end of the day, is it a high price point? What are we looking at? A local maxima, right? So that is not how you should view this product. Does this product have a potential to do $150,000?
Right.
Does it have the potential, like for example, what Standard Chartered analysts had quoted, 250K, and it could settle down to 200K is what they had quoted. So is it having the potential to reach out there is what the investors should see. If you ask me, yes, it has all the potential because it is playing the role, Bitcoin especially as a store of value, right? As an alternative of other existing store of values like gold or anything that is available, right? So yes, it has got the potential. Now, but the important thing to note here is now is all cryptocurrency same then, right? So that is the big, big troubling scenario that most of the investors end up doing it wrong. Now, what they do, they start thinking that Bitcoin is somewhere around $70,000 now.
Exactly.
Too high for me to enter. So why don't I go buy something which is 1 rupee now, or less than 1 rupee now? Even if that does 10 rupees, I'm getting a lot of money. Is the usual mindset, right? So that is something that is really wrong. We have noticed this again and again among many investors who are getting into this ecosystem, who start thinking it from a point of view of value, right? Not as a percentage.
Vikram Subburaj, it was a pleasure having you on 3.0 TV.
Always happy to. Thank you.